How are all you fine, amazing people doing this evening? Next week, we're going to do a video on Kuwait, Kurdistan, Iraq, and bring everything in perspective. We're in no rush, so guys, as you guys now see, remember I kept telling you August would kind of slow news down and be a slower period. It's already starting to get that way. Today was a very quiet day, nothing key. Here's an article I want to share with you guys that what it talks about is Kurdistan will be sending a delegation into Baghdad to resolve the oil field, or I'm sorry, resolve the oil law. That encompasses quite a few things, guys, but it also encompasses the HCL too. Okay, that's why notice how kind of just within the last roughly 3-4 weeks, you've started to seeing a boatload of articles referencing the HCL. That's because they have to finalize that and come into agreement with Kurdistan, and there's more layers to it beyond the HCL. Part of it involves with how much oil is going to come from Kurdistan into Baghdad. So it's kind of give and take. Kurdistan has to give X amount of barrels of oil to Baghdad. Baghdad has to give X amount of dinar or money back to Kurdistan. So it's give and take there. They need to finalize that whole agreement though, but it does encompass the HCL. Okay, and they have to finalize that. As they keep telling you, remember 2-3 days ago, the article came out saying that they had to finalize the oil law to be able to approve and start the approval process of the 2020 budget in the 10th month of October, guys. That was a key article. I hope you remember that. So anyway, this article is telling you that they're going to send a Kurdish delegation into Baghdad to try and finalize that oil law right after the current holiday period that we're in right now, which it's another Eid holiday period. So this article is kind of important. It just shows you they're working out. And guys, that's also a layer of setting the stage that I keep talking about. Okay? And as you guys have noticed, look at this carefully, because I had some ding-dong get on this morning and tell me that all the news I shared this morning was literally just a matter of formality. And I'm like, if you're calling this news formality there, bud, you probably should not be following me. You need to follow someone else, because I'm not the right guy for you. Okay, guys, not one other guru is noticing any of this. We are the only ones. Look at this carefully. Back in 2014, the CBI told you that the number one thing they need to see to delete the zeros, these are their words, not mine, to delete the zeros is political stability. That means finish the formation of the government, get rid of all the proxies, finish cleaning up the corruption, all that. Okay? But I want to stress to you the formation of the government. Now, notice this is just really simple, guys. This paints a good, clear picture for you. As we went through this whole year, Iraq did not work on the formation of the government. Now, ask yourself why. Okay? It's because what I tried sharing and revealing to you with you this morning is they have to set the stage. The stage has to be set. That's what they're doing right now. All the news articles you saw with Kuwait, okay, all the articles you're seeing with Kuwait, guys, they have to get out of the Chapter 7 sanctions. So that's what they're doing now. And the article from yesterday pretty much suggested to you, the one talking about returning of the dead bodies, guys, that's pretty much the last step for them to get out of the Chapter 7 sanctions. So based on news articles, Iraq is pretty much now ready to exit the Chapter 7 sanctions, and they have to become international. So guys, we're looking good. So right now you have Iraq working with Kuwait. You have Baghdad working with Kurdistan to resolve the oil law, again, which is the HCL, and they told you that's needed to be able to approve the 2020 budget. That would also suggest to you that the 2020 budget is probably linked to the post rate change or to the new rate, to be able to calculate the budget off the new rate. Okay, the rates are never inside the budget, but the budgets would have to be calculated off the rate. And the way you know is if the budgets are calculated in trillions of dinar, they're calculated at the old rate. If budgets are calculated in billions of dinar, that's the new rate. But the odds are they're not going to show you those numbers on the budget before the rate change, because that would pretty much tell you it's calculated to the new rate, and they're not going to give you any red flags prior to the rate change. So that's where we're at, guys. This article shows you that really they're just after the Eid holiday, they're going to work aggressively to resolve that oil law between Baghdad and Kurdistan to be able to approve that 2020 budget. This whole video And all these comments are my opinion and should not be used for financial advice. You guys have a great day. God bless.
A high delegation from the region visits Baghdad after the Eid and Kurdish conditions for the delivery of oil, posted by Walter. August 9, 2019. Date of edit: August 9, 2019. 2052. A high-level delegation of the Kurdistan regional government will visit Baghdad after the Eid al-Adha holiday. After the end of Eid al-Adha holiday, a high-level delegation will go to Baghdad to reach a final agreement on the oil file and the financial dues of the region, said Hafidar Ahmed, deputy chairman of the Kurdistan Finance Committee. He explained, the Kurdistan region has 3 demands from the federal government and is ready to hand over its oil by ensuring the salaries of employees of the region, and put the share of the Kurdistan region within the sovereign budget of Iraq. In addition to the payment of financial dues to oil-producing companies in the Kurdistan region, which is delivered to Iraq, 2020 is expected to be an economically strong year, he said. The Ministry of Finance Committee did not address the articles on the Kurdistan region, amid anticipation of an agreement, with increasing pressure on Prime Minister Adel Abdul Mahdi. Mohammed al-Baldawi, a member of the Government Program Monitoring Committee, said, the committees that are currently formed have started their work very well, in order to find a way out of the current differences. It had an excellent response to calls from the central government. The Iraqi government must finish preparing the draft budget law and submit it to Parliament before October. And the Ministry of Finance has formed since May a committee to prepare the draft for the next 3 years with a membership of 3 members of Parliament.